In today's digital world, your online reputation can shape everything from career opportunities to business growth and increasingly even how AI understands and presents information about you. Founder and CEO of Ace Reputations, Gaurav Gaikwad, joins us now to discuss the growing importance of digital identity in the age of artificial intelligence. Gaurav, welcome to Live in the Bay.
Thank you so much, Jessica. It's my pleasure to be here.
Yes, I'm so excited to chat with you about this. I think that it is all so fascinating, excuse me. So first off, let's start out with, tell me about Ace Reputations and what you wanted to create.
Yeah, so basically I'm a software engineer by my background, and recently last week itself I graduated with my master's degree. So since my childhood I was totally fascinated with technology, startups and stories originating from the Silicon Valley that eventually got me here from India. So basically if I tell you, Ace Reputation was started as a coincidence. So a really good friend of mine came to me when her private images got leaked online, and just while helping her, I just started to research online and found out like so little control people have over their online narrative these days. And then I found there was a much bigger problem after that. Like, let's go back. 5 years ago, like if we wanted to know about anything, we'll just Google it up, read through multiple resources and make up our own mind. But right now, LLM is replacing that. AI is becoming the new search engine.
Yeah.
So there's where we come in. But most of the times, AI is massively trained on data sets, which most of the information can be inconsistent, outdated, or even inaccurate. So Ace Reputation's goal is simple. We help people to understand, protect, and strengthen how they have been represented online and across all AI systems.
Yes, that is just so fascinating. For anyone who's hearing this term for the first time, reputation management, let's dive into exactly, what that means and just why that is so important.
Exactly. So reputation management is differentiating from a PR firm. What we do is our approach is different. Here we cater to a set of identities which require a holistic approach. We make sure their entire digital system end-to-end is protected, be it false narrative, be it an outdated article, be it even a mugshot article or social media profiles. We right now help Fortune 5000 companies, creators, investors, and much more other people for their misinformation or even protecting their digital identity. So we recently started our Ace Plus program, which is a holistic approach towards a reputation and digital identity.
Yes, I want to kind of dive into, people who are concerned about what is online and they're trying to fix that. How does your team go about doing that?
Exactly. So we are building our in-house suite of technology, which is Ace Track and Ace Eye. So Ace Eye is basically responsible for scanning millions of websites, millions of digital touchpoints, and it forms a digital footprint graph relevant to connecting all the information about people and their digital identities. And on the other hand, Ace Track helps on more of the removal side. For example, if an article or if a social media profile is eligible for removal based on the platform policies, privacy policies, or copyright infringement, based on that, our legal team reviews that on manual basis, and whichever the links are qualifying for removal, that has been taken down based on that.
Okay, incredible. You mentioned it earlier, the Ace Plus program. What did you see amongst your customers and decided you needed to do this? This is invite only. So what was the need that you were trying to fulfill there?
Exactly. So Ace Plus is our exclusive invite-only program, especially for individuals and organizations that requires much more holistic approach towards their reputation and digital identity. Our members are protected across social media platforms, be it AI systems, news articles, or a much more digital, broader outspace. But Ace Plus goes beyond digital side. We give our members Ace Plus Black Card. So it unlocks access and privilege to a curated experiences, such as we have 3,000 golf courses across USA, private events, also jet experiences, as well as wellness retreats as well. So at core, Ace Plus is all about bringing together a like-minded people and trusted relationships.
Amazing. If people are, out there right now thinking, this is something that I need to start being more aware of and maybe needing some help, how can they get in touch with you to have you help them kind of fix this, what they're seeing online?
Exactly. So we have our hotline number as well. So you just have to quickly tell about your problem to our AI, and based on that, our customer support team will reach out to you and will schedule a one-on-one consultation call where I myself also proactively take strategy calls, and based on that we decide what things are currently viable and which strategies to be implemented so that we protect your identity.
Gaurav, thank you so much. Congratulations on what you've built with this. I know this is just the beginning. There's so much more to come. So thanks for joining us and sharing about it.
Thank you so much, Jessica. It was a great pleasure meeting you.
Of course. If you want to learn more about Ace Reputations, head to acereputations.com.